straighten this a little more out. There we go. So, welcome back to Divine Rebel. My name is Racy. I'm going to be giving the message for you today in divine time when you are, whenever it is you're meant to catch this. Though, be warned, if you're new to me in the channel, I have no filter. I don't sugarcoat things. I'm a free speaker. I just read how I read. So that's not your thing. You got kids around, just don't appreciate those kinds of messages. I'm always very respectful of that. I give you the opportunity to sign off now. Otherwise, we will be getting into this message in divine time because the energy that I'm getting in my PM and on my feed, people don't know why things manifest the way they do. People don't understand why things happen that trigger them. hey. People don't understand why things happen that trigger them. And they feel like they're being punished, or they're questioning what they did wrong, and you don't have to go there in your thoughts. You don't have to go there ever, right? Most of the time, people know when they've done something wrong or have done something they shouldn't have, or they tried to manipulate a situation and it backfired, or even if things aren't related, right? Even if what they did is not related to what's happening, it's just the karma, right? It's just the karma for what they had previously done. Most of the time people know when they're doing something or saying something that goes against their soul, right? It doesn't actually feel good to say it or do it, and they say it or do it anyway. It doesn't sit right with them, and they say it or do it anyway. If that's not the case for you, and you really don't know what the fuck you did or said that would warrant such a manifestation, because your heart's in the right place, your intentions in the right place, and you're always considerate of other people, before you think or say or whatever, because you empathize and sympathize with them. Like if you were in their shoes and you were feeling what they're feeling, like you would respect and appreciate certain responses and wouldn't appreciate or respect certain responses, and you're mindful. So if that's the case, and some kind of shit's hitting the fan, or you're having a rough day, okay, this message will be for you. All right, this message will be for you so that you can stop giving yourself a hard time when you don't need to, right? You can stop giving yourself a hard time when you don't need to. So I'm going to be using my Universe Has Your Back deck. I'm also going to be pulling my Rumi cards, which I haven't done for a while, and my Love Your Inner Goddess deck, right? Loving your divine feminine energy within self. So, what is the key truth, please, Spirit, for those who would catch this message in divine time? What is the key truth that you want to bring to their attention? Yeah. The moment I embrace my peace within and surrender the outcome is the moment that the universe can truly get to work. Sometimes the universe moves things out of your way, things that would be in the way of your growth, because you might have too big of a heart to remove it from your path. Okay. It's talking about peace. The moment you embrace peace, it's like that saying, like ego says, when everything falls into place, I'll finally be at peace. When spirit says, be at peace and everything will fall into place. Peace is a choice within the self, right? Sometimes the universe just has to move the pieces around, right? It has to take pieces off the board entirely. If you were watching the moon event that I did yesterday, since some of the secret code names, they had this common thread of things needing to be removed or things needing to shift, and or how to do that. Please be aware, if you have a destiny, right? You have this beautiful divine destiny that you can visualize in your mind that is so amazing, that feels so good to be living in that reality in your mind, right? If you have this beautiful destiny that you can picture and feel, and something's in the way of that, universe is going to figure out a way to remove the block. It's going to give you an answer. It's going to ping you intuitively. It's going to literally shift the reality. People will come in, people will go, circumstances will shift and change. Things will happen last minute. You'll be guided to do something on impulse. Like, spirit has a fucking way. It has a way. If it knows that you resonate a certain sign, symbol, word to a specific person, it will guide you to this place. It will make this thing impossible to do so that you go to that place and get whatever synchronicity you need to think of them. And maybe you reach out. Maybe you think about them for a couple weeks. And then all of a sudden you see another synchronicity and spirit's like, have you reached out to them yet? You know what I mean? Like, spirit will just keep piling on the way forward, whatever the way forward is. So be at peace with whatever it is going on in your reality. If you know you got to let somebody go, let them the fuck go. Be at peace with it. Be at peace with it. Be like, you know what? No matter what I fear, no matter what I doubt, no matter what sadness can occur by taking this action, I know beyond a doubt it's in my highest good to fucking do it. Like, if the roles were reversed, right? Put it this way. If the roles were reversed, let's say you're catering to someone's feelings to your detriment. You're considering them to your detriment. If the roles were reversed, would they honor you the same? Would they put themselves in a position of detriment because of you and how you feel? Right? Let's take an example. Let's say it's between you and your friend at work and you're both going up for the promotion and one of you is going to get it. Do you not apply for the promotion that you need and or deserve just because your friend at work is? Are they going to not apply for the promotion because you're their friend at work? And they would rather you have the bonus and you have the money and you have the title, and they would just stay in their position that they don't really like because they really do want that promotion. Like, would they really give it up for you to take it? No. No, they want it. They want it just as bad as you. You know what I mean? So, like, if the roles were reversed, would they do you the same courtesy you're doing them? If you're in a position of detriment, seriously be at peace with the fact that you can remove the detriment from yourself. You can remove the detriment from yourself. If you want to be the bigger person and say, you know what, that's fine. They could take it this time because I have a feeling. I have a feeling they're meant to. I'm going to let them take the promotion this time. I don't know how it's going to happen, but I know something's going to open up for me that's better. If you have that feeling, then be at peace with that. Be at peace with your inner knowing. Don't wait for things to fall into place to be at peace. Be at peace knowing things are falling into place and that you can't mess up. You can't mess up. You can only learn. There's no such things as mistakes. It's just lessons, learned or unlearned. That's all it is. Because once you learn the lesson, it doesn't keep repeating. Once you figure it out and it clicks, like, wow, you know what? This should happen because I had a feeling in my gut and I was hopeful. Like, to me, hope is such a bullshit word. Beautiful name, bullshit word. Hope implies there could be failure. I have fingers crossed hope for it because I know there's a chance it could fail. But you either have faith because you know in your fucking soul or you don't. there is no hope. It's like that Yoda saying, do or do not, there is no try. Have faith or have no faith. There is no fucking hope. You either know or you don't in your soul. And you're either hoping when you fucking know, or you're hoping when you know it's not going to happen. Stop setting yourself up for failure. Take hope out of it. Tell yourself if you're going to hope, it's because you have fucking faith. Full-blown, 100% faith in something. But if you're going to hope and you're not sure, truly, because you can't feel like it's resonating, like it's actually going to happen, why set yourself up for failure? Why set yourself up for something that's going to disturb your peace that you need to surrender to? Because that whole situation, whatever it was that failed, that you were hoping for, knowing better, sensing better, intuitively picking up on, the whole reason why it fell apart is because it was never meant to be in the first place and you fucking knew it and tried anyway. Tried. You do or do not, there is no try. Your gut's not fucking wrong. Ever. It knows. It fucking knows. I mean, literally, even the most challenged fucking birth charts with zero fucking water, planetary placements in their fucking chart, still have water signs ruling houses. And they could still tap into that intuitive energy. Everybody fucking has intuition. Everybody knows. Everybody knows who they're meant to be with and who they're not. Who they're trying to make it work with or wish and hope it would work with. And it's not meant to be. We all fucking know. We're all at a job we either know we're meant to fucking be in, or we're hoping that it works out in the long run, or we're using it just to get by. We all know. Like, who the fuck are we kidding? And then we're like, oh my God, shit's hitting the fan. Oh my God, it's falling apart. Because you were trying and hoping for shit. Instead of doing and having faith in what you're doing. Find peace. Find peace and fucking surrender to your intuition and what you have fucking faith in. Seriously. The universe can get to work when you're in faith mode, when you're in do mode, when you're not making excuses or reasons why you should or shouldn't do something. If you're making excuses or reasons why you should or shouldn't do something because you're trying or hoping, like, you're out of alignment. Let's call a spade a spade. You're out of alignment. That's fine. You just need to recognize it and get your ass back in alignment. Just need to recognize it and be like, you know what? I don't know why my gut is telling me this. I'm just going to fucking listen. I don't have a reason why. I don't have an excuse why. All I know is this is what I'm feeling. It doesn't make any fucking sense to me, but I trust it. Because anytime I don't trust it and I try or hope for something, I end up Schitt's Creek somewhere. Without my fucking paddles and without my boat. And I'm just sinking in this shit. So you know what? Fuck it. I don't know why my gut's telling me yes or no. I'm just going to listen. I'm just going to fucking listen. How hard is it? Honest to God, just listen to your gut. What, are you afraid of what someone's going to say? You afraid of how they're going to judge you? You think they're going to look at you like you're crazy? Like, bitch, I ain't fucking crazy. I don't need to know why. My gut said no. Shit, you know, there was a time where I was down in Sedona, we were with a bunch of friends, and something for the life of me told me to stay in the car and not get out of the car. Because the people I was with, they were going to look for someone else who was completely drunk and smashed and wandering around in Sedona somewhere. And so they didn't want to leave me in the car. They were paranoid. Person was completely paranoid, didn't want to leave me in the car by myself. I knew I was fucking fine in the car by myself. Ain't nothing the fuck gonna happen to me. I was guided to stay in the car. But they were paranoid. They were giving me a hard time about it. I said, fine, I'll get out the car. Lo and behold, I end up finding the person who's drunk and smashed, who's literally got like 30 pounds on me and like 7-8 inches. And I'm trying to hold this drunk person up to get them to the rest of the group, and they fall and take me down with them, and I smashed my knee open. I should have stayed in the fucking car. I should have stayed in the car. So, you know what I mean? I mean, given there's lessons all over the fucking place, you learn from things like this. You learn to trust your gut more. You cut yourself time off the journey. You stop detouring. Let me go just see what's down this road. Why? You're on the fucking path. Why do you care what's down that road? It's not your fucking road. It's someone else's road. It's not your road. Why are you detouring? You're only going to have to turn around or cut through some crazy bullshit terrain to get back on path. You're going to have to go through something unpleasant. Be at peace with the way things go down. It's just spirit realigning you. That's all it is. That's all it is. If things are happening beyond your control and you know your heart and soul are in the right place in what you say and do, then just fucking trust spirit is doing you a solid. Because somewhere along the line you ignored your gut. It's just realigning you. Take a deep breath. Thank spirit for saving your fucking ass. Straight up. All right. Rumi. Rumi, please. What card above all others would you have come through in the highest good in this divine time for whoever needs it? What card in the highest good above all others would you have come through in divine time for whoever needs it? Like, spirit fucking loves you. Spirit. It shakes its head at us, you know what I mean? Like, if you could picture your higher self with your beautiful, light, angel fucking wings up in the fucking heavens looking down on your cute little human self, it's just shaking its head at you like, that's adorable. They're trying and hoping again. Like, that's so cute. They love you. They're like, okay, let them figure it out for a moment. We'll humor them, and then we'll, boop, yank them back on path. One. One. Card 1 is technically card number 6, but it's card 1. I was just talking about your higher fucking self, and this card comes out like your higher self is looking up there like you're so cute. 1 says, I have abolished duality from myself. I have seen the two worlds as one. One I seek, one I know, one I see, and one I call. Your higher self is your intuition. That's who guides you and is never wrong. Why? Because they're way up there seeing the bigger picture, the whole perspective. They see the whole journey. If you can integrate your higher self into your everyday human self, listening to your gut every day, that's integration. That's how you bring your 5D into the 3D and all those different terms that people use. Listen to your fucking gut is the simple terms. It's not wrong. Seek one. Seek the answers from one. It is your higher self. You could feel it right here in your fucking chest. You know. Even if you have no proof on how you know, even if you have no idea how something's going to work out, you have no idea how to get from point A to point B, all you know is point B you have fucking faith in. Trust yourself. Yourself knows what it's doing. Allow it to be one with you. It says, you look for me. And what do you see? You. I am playing games with you? No. Hold up a mirror for you to behold God within the self. Yes. These are games of love and truth. Look for me and find yourself. For I am you and you are me. And together we are one, playing hide and seek in love's great playground. Think about that. You and your higher self, your oversoul, God, whatever you want to call it, is never separate from you. There is never a time when you don't have a gut feeling about something. Never. You always have a gut feeling. And if you start to question yourself and be like, I don't know, I can't feel it anymore, go back to the first time you had a gut feeling about it. That was your answer then. Spirit's not going to repeat itself. It already gave you the gut feeling. It's not going to repeat itself. If you lose sight of whatever your intuition is telling you and you're having a hard time, tell your mind to shut the fuck up with its rampant thoughts in the moment and go back to when you were last in touch with your intuition about it and trust it. It wasn't wrong. It's either meant for you or it's not. What's meant for you will always be meant for you. And what's not will never be meant for you. That's why this whole swimming upstream bullshit never works out. We will always get tired out and fucking flow. Because we have no other choice. We're too fucking tired of trying swimming upstream. You don't know if you'll get to where you're going. You hope you do, swimming upstream. You're trying your ass off, but you don't know if you'll make it all the way upstream. That's a fucking expensive energy. And chances are you will tire out first. And you know, beyond a doubt, that when you stop swimming upstream, the river's going to take you wherever you're meant to fucking end up. You can bank on that. You know that. Look for me and find yourself. For I am you and you are me, and together we are one. It says, like molten gold poured from the furnace of divine love into a one-of-a-kind mold, you are created uniquely and of divine essence. You are both the lover and the beloved. There is no aspect of your life separate from your spiritual journey. And there is no aspect of you that is not of divine origin. So then, why the frowning, the fear, or the questioning? Let me share a sublime secret with you. Let me whisper it into your heart now. There is nothing to fear at all. All is unfolding according to the divine genius, and there is a sweet shift in store for you. No matter how dire circumstances may appear to be, or despairing you may feel in any moment, there is still an avenue through which fulfillment and resolution will always be granted. This will happen. That is because the divine seeks wholeness of the one. That means anything and every part of existence, and that includes you and all aspects of your being and your life, is claimed by the divine. It's claimed by your highest self. It knows what it's doing. Your return to the divine in yourself is demanded. Every part of you, every life circumstance. The divine keeps rigorous, flawless accounts. Therefore, nothing shall be left unaccounted for, not even that which seems to be outside divine attention and grace at this moment. You must remember that you are a living heart, the dweller at the center between heaven and earth, star and soil, light and dark. If you cannot summon the joy to rise up and meet the divine beloved, fear not. That cunning lover, your higher self, lies deep within the depths, waiting to gather you into sacred embrace as you descend into darkness. Either through flying or falling, you shall be caught and tangled up in the divine embrace. Fear not. Cast aside worry and concern. Know that you are thoroughly itemized on the divine ledger, and not one moment of your struggle or suffering shall miss the hawk-like gaze of the ever-attentive and heavenly beloved. This oracle comes to you with particular guidance. There is a friction or conflict within you or your life right now, a sense perhaps of being pulled in more than one direction and confusion because of it. You are questioning which path to take, this way or that way. What do I do? What if I choose this path and it turns out the other would have been better? But how can you know now what choice, if any, is most needed in your life? With so many questions, your mind is scurrying. There is no other word for it. Backwards and forwards it goes, to and fro, trying to settle upon the truth. I love you too much to allow this to continue unchecked. Surrender it. Give it up. And the truth you seek is this: you shall be. You shall manifest your destiny just as the acorn grows into the oak tree. You cannot be other than what you are, and as you accept this, life responds. It breathes and relaxes around you, so what you need can come to you more easily. If it finds you, drawn to the need in you that is natural and inviting, and not a cause for anxiety or distress. What is desired and what fulfills that desire is one. Simply do as you're guided. Simply do as you're guided. Do what resonates. Do what makes sense to your soul, even if it makes no sense to your fucking mind. You don't know why something is telling you not to get out the goddamn car. All you know is it feels fucking right to stay in it. You don't know why you're not guided to show up at this event or that event or answer this phone call. You don't know why you're not guided to answer that text right now. You don't know why you're guided to go for a walk or pick up extra hours at work. You don't know why you're guided to. It just feels right to say yes when they ask you to stay. You don't know why. You just got to know it ain't wrong. And that whatever is coming for you, doing as you're guided, is going to make it easier. It's going to make it hella easier. You will always be a step ahead of everybody else who's still fighting their relationship with their higher self. Because you're not. Your higher self knows what's coming. That's why it warns you and pings you, inspires you to things, gives you that impulse. Your higher self knows. And you will always be a step ahead if you heed it. Be one with yourself. As above and so below. That's inner union. That's inner union. You start making decisions and choices based on what's going on from a state of inner union. If you're not guided to say something, not that way, your mind is telling you, say it now, say it this way. But something in here is holding you back because part of you knows it's not meant to be said that way. Bite your fucking tongue and wait for the right words that your soul can agree with. For the moment, it's right to say it. Because your mind might not be wrong, but the way it's going to say it, and right then in that very moment, might be off. Wait for the shit to flow. Your soul's not going to hold you back from your highest alignment. Your gut and your soul is not going to hold you back from your highest alignment. It's going to hold you back from everything beneath it. It's beneath you to act outside of your alignment. It's beneath you to act outside of your higher self. It's beneath you. Your soul will never stop you from acting in your highest good. Your mind can't say the same. Hell, even your heart can't say the same, because sometimes we feel things so fucking intensely that we ignore our gut that says, now's not the time. I know you fucking love this person. I know that you feel like you're meant to be with them. But your soul is letting you know the timing's a little off. Like, you're not wrong in how you feel. You're not necessarily wrong in how you think. Your mind might be seriously fucking offended at somebody and have some shit to say to them. Your mind might not be wrong. But if your soul is not letting it flow from your mouth with no fucking regrets, because it's easy, fucking wait. Fucking wait. Wait to say it. Whatever the fuck it is. Wait to do it. Whatever it is. Because a better way to say it, or a better time to say it, or a better time to do it is going to show up. And you're going to be glad you fucking waited because something told you to wait. Something told you to wait for a reason. Someone said, higher self said, you don't have the right words right now. You're not in the best emotional state right now that you should be taking actions. You're not in alignment with your highest self. You're not in alignment. Get your ass in alignment. Just fucking chill. Be at peace and everything will fall into place. It's not when everything falls into place, I'll find peace. When I find peace, everything will fall into place. Find peace. If your heart can't agree with whatever the fuck your mind wants to say, like here's something, like you're really fucking pissed at your partner because they're acting out of alignment. Is you being pissed at your partner and being out of alignment going to help the situation? Is saying some shit that you shouldn't say going to help it? Is it really going to make them see how you see and understand how you feel? No. They're out of alignment. That's why they're talking shit and doing shit that's out of alignment to begin with. Your job is to not be triggered by their misalignment and to keep your own. Keep your own alignment. Like, yo, I don't know what the fuck energy you're in. I know my soul loves you and respects you. And whatever this is not lovable or respectful. I'm not partaking in it. I'm not guided to respond and feed into this energy right now. I love you. I respect you. I'll talk to you later. I don't know what's going on. I love you and I respect you. I'll talk to you later. And then don't respond when they continue to go the fuck off. They're in your presence. I gotta go right now. I love you. I respect you. I'm not trying to offend you, but if I stick around this energy, I'm going to say and do some things that I'm going to regret. And I don't want to do things or say things that I regret because I love you and I respect you. And whatever you're going through, I don't understand it. I don't know how to respond. I need to step away until I figure it out. Do as you're guided. Do as you're guided. If you're guided to sit there and argue with somebody, God bless you. God bless you. You're fighting a hard mirror and spirit is telling you that you can win it or you wouldn't be sitting there fighting someone's mirror. Spirit's giving you faith to know that you would win, right? That you would absolutely break through to this person. But if you fucking know in your gut there is nothing you can say or do, why the fuck say or do anything? Like, I'm sorry, I love you, I respect you, gotta go. There's nothing I can say or do right now. You're too far out of alignment. Anything I say is going to fall on deaf ears. Any beautiful action I take is not going to be remembered or appreciated. It'll be taken for granted. Spirit doesn't want me taken for granted. Spirit doesn't want me wasting my fucking breath. It's falling on deaf ears. Not in alignment. They're not in alignment to receive high loving vibrations and understanding and solutions if they're in victim mode. If they're in full-blown rage mode. If they're in I have so many problems focused mode. They're not going to want to hear your solutions. They're loving being in their fucking low vibe. They're running the fuck away with themselves. Do what you got to do for you. Your love didn't go anywhere. It didn't go anywhere. They'll figure it out when they're ready to receive it. When they're ready to receive it. You'll know when the fuck to answer your phone. You'll know when to show up. And you'll know when not to. People get so upset sometimes because people ghost them. It's like, dude, your energies are misaligned. Don't be upset if someone's ghosting you. Be thankful. Your energies are not aligned. In that moment, you're on a level, they're on a completely different level. It's not synced up. It would probably ruin your mood. Or you might ruin theirs. It's not synced. That's fine. That's fine. Card number 5. Gelato Goddess. Her shirt says brave girl. All right, we're talking about authenticity with this card. When I say you do as you guided and you're meant to be you, this fucking card. It says, have you given another the power to influence your sense of self-worth or your direction in life? Choose with care whom you allow to get close to you and to guide you. It's obvious and yet easy to forget that if we accept guidance or influence from another, we want to make sure that they are living the kind of life and being the kind of person that we aspire to be. You can learn from and be inspired by others, but you must stay true to yourself. Do not allow anyone's voice to become more important to you than the divine voice within your own heart, your gut. Your connection to your higher self, no one's opinion, no one's advice is more important than that. No matter how much you admire them, no matter how much you love them and appreciate them, no matter how much they inspire you, even the person you look up to and admire the most, if they give you some guidance that just doesn't resonate, if they tell you to do something that just doesn't resonate, you gotta follow the beat of your own drum. They could tell you you should go back to school, and for whatever fucking reason, you're not being guided to go back to school. It doesn't resonate. So what the fuck would you be filling out applications for and trying to apply for school? Why? It didn't resonate. Didn't resonate. Maybe you have a fascination with a certain field of study and you would have to go to school to get a career in it. But it's not resonating, but you have an interest in it. So research it on your own fucking time, because that knowledge is going to come in handy. You have no problem researching. You have no problem learning. That's easy for you. But to actually sign up for school and study it because that's going to be your profession, something's off. And you're not being guided to do it and you're forcing yourself. You're meant to take that knowledge and use it in a different way. That obviously doesn't require you going to school for it. You know what I mean? Do not allow anyone else's voice to become more important to you than the divine voice within your own heart. Your soul has 10,000 flavors. Some people may try to persuade you that one soul flavor is better than the others. Best to ignore those with such unadventurous palates. You're a divine gelateria, an array of sacred scrumptiousness. Sometimes you will be kind. Other times you will be fierce and determined. Sometimes you will be sweet. Other times you will be strong and independent. Sometimes you will be all class. And other times you'll be wolfing down your lunch like it's the last meal you'll ever eat. Those rare people who accept themselves unconditionally will be able to accept you. All parts of you, unconditionally, too. Others who struggle to accept themselves will struggle to accept all of you. They may want you to behave in a certain way. They may feel embarrassed or afraid of what others may think. And so they try to censor you or dull you down. Maybe they think they're helping you, but they're not. They aren't quite ready to be freely and truly their own selves. Maybe one day they will be. But in the meantime, you won't help them or yourself by trying to change who you are. You are worth so much more, with so much more to offer to those who are ready to embrace all of you. Carefully choose with whom you share yourself. You deserve to be, and to be loved for being all of you. I trust, love, and respect all the different parts of me to work together as I live my most creative, honest, and beautiful life. I choose to share myself with those that love and respect all of me. Is the affirmation. Love who you are. Love who you are. You're one. Love who you are. Love what your gut tells you. Love that it's never fucking wrong. Love that you're a step ahead. Love that you will always connect with people who love you for exactly who the fuck you decide you're being. At peace. When you decide you're at peace with who you are, that's when the universe gets to work. Everybody has a different path. Everybody's guided differently. You might not be guided to be friends with such a person. They might be guided to be best friends with that person. You might not be guided to be in a sexual, romantic relationship with somebody. They might want nothing else in the world and have full faith and soul that that's their one. We, humanity, are a million different fucking flavors. We all have authentic paths that are unique to us. The purpose is to get us from point A to point B in fucking peace. So that we can learn how to have shit stop hitting the fucking fan because spirit needs to yank us on path. Because we decided to be strawberry when pistachio was the one that was asked for. Someone asks for pistachio and you're serving them strawberry, what the fuck? Because you think they want strawberry? Bitch, they asked for pistachio. That's like someone telling you you have to be vanilla. Why? Why? I'm chocolate fucking swirl and I got a spicy kick in there. You're not going to tell me to be vanilla. I'll show you some chocolate swirled spice right now. Love your fucking self. Love your fucking self. If you're an emotional mess sometimes, that's fine. Tune into your higher self. Be like, listen, higher self, like, I'm a fucking mess. Help me. Like, can you help me? It's going to tell you to take a deep breath. It's going to tell you to fucking chill. It's going to tell you it's okay. Don't worry about it. If it wasn't meant for you, don't worry about it. If it was, there's a solution. You'll be able to fix it. It's not going to let you fuck shit up that's meant for you beyond repair. Ever. It'll yank you the fuck back on path first. Seriously, if you needed this fucking message and shit goes sideways or you doubt yourself or whatever the fuck, this is just your reminder to tune into your fucking gut more often and listen. This is what? 45 fucking minutes of me explaining to people that they just need to listen to their gut. It's okay. You don't need to be afraid. You don't need to feel judged. You don't need to feel some type of way. You don't need to doubt yourself. You just need to fucking trust yourself and get real confident doing it. Let it be real easy. The more you do it, the more you trust your gut and stop making excuses. People are like, well, why? Why not? I don't know why. I just have a feeling I'm not meant to be there. I don't know why. I'm sure I'll find out. I'm sure I'll find out. You're like, all right, fine. What are they going to say? What are they going to think you're weird? They should be listening to their gut more often. Maybe something's telling them not to go. And maybe every single person, you included, the one person they swore would go, even if they didn't want to, just said no. And now all of a sudden they're not going. And something in their gut told them not to be there. And they weren't listening. So Spirit yanked them back on path and said, no, you're not supposed to be there. You have no one to go with, and you're not the type to go by yourself. You don't know why you're guided to things. You don't know why it makes sense to your soul and not to your mind or not to your heart. But your soul ain't fucking wrong. And whatever the reason, it knows, even if you don't. The timing, it knows what's better. Trust me. It does. And any wrong you have ever committed against your authentic path, you can correct that shit. Always. Always. Okay, you put a rock in the middle of the road. You're on path. You can move the fucking rock. You can walk around it. You're still on path. Like, there's nothing you can do to keep yourself off path forever. No matter how many times Spirit has to whack you with karma. Like, you knew better. You sensed better. No matter how many times Spirit has to do it, you will get to a point where you're just like, you know what? I'm not going to ignore my gut anymore. And you'll be at peace with that. You'll be at peace with that. So to surrender. Surrender to yourself. Let Spirit and the universe work for you. The authentic path is streamlined. Streamline. It's the most effective and efficient way to get to the dream that you see yourself living in that feels so fucking good when you visualize it. Spirit knows. The most effective and efficient way to get you to wherever you need to be. Whatever you want to manifest in here, that's your bliss, that's your dream, that's your happy ending. Whatever bliss, whatever dream, whatever happy ending you can conjure up in here. Spirit knows the fastest, most effective and efficient way to have it manifest. It says just do as you're guided, stop detouring. Trust. Trust. I live by that. I live by that. No regrets. No regrets. So I hope this message serves you well. Please share it if you feel like there's anybody that you are guided to share it with. They popped up in your head when you were listening to this message and something's telling you to share it with them. Maybe it's not today, maybe it's tomorrow, maybe it'll ping you and Spirit will remind you. Either way, this is where this channel, this YouTube, this divine timing stuff is where it's where my spirit, my higher self connection is omnipresent. I'm always here for you guys. You can come back to this message whenever you need the reminder, right? And everybody else can receive it too, whenever they need it. Because I was just I had no plans on going live today. I was just doing as I was guided. Don't know why, don't know who needed the fucking message. All I know is my spirit told me to be fucking present and pull cards. Doesn't need to make sense to me. Just needs to feel good. So, until next time, guys. Divine Rebel Racy signing out. Remember always, love each other. Most importantly, love yourself. Bye, everybody.